How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to show you a recent clip, actually two recent clips from Raoul talking about what to do right now so that you do not F up the banana zone. We are in the banana zone right now. Bitcoin is flying. He talks about what cryptos to buy as well and what to do when the price spikes. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. I also think this is a great time to be leverage trading. I think you can make a lot of money from leverage trading if you do it right, but you don't get too greedy. So if you want to check out Margex underneath the video, they're a great exchange to use. There's no KYC and you don't need a VPN to get started. Check it out underneath and let's get into the banana zone.
So which blockchain, which coin do you think people should invest in? I have only ever invested in one. I've only ever backed Ethereum. And I think part of my bias there comes from the fact that when we were building Third Web, I had a window into the blockchains that people were actually building their applications on. And Ethereum was the one. And obviously there's layer twos, which are people then, build blockchains on top of Ethereum, etc. But for me, Ethereum was just the dominant blockchain that I thought would solve for most of the use cases outside of maybe what they call a store of value, outside of like money necessarily. So contracts and other things. So, what would you say?
This is my 30 years of expertise is this one thing, which is asset allocation. So firstly, the average person watching this is you need to allocate to this. End of story. If you're going to start somewhere, start with Bitcoin. It's just easy to do. It's widely available, through different, whether it's a credit card, anything, just do that. I don't care. Do that. And do it with as much money as you can afford to see go down 60, 70% and don't care. And expect that to happen, because that's what you have to see the long-term 150% a year. It's included within that is these downsides. Then I want you to put in some money every month, regardless of price, to build your savings in this exponential asset that goes up a lot. Okay, now you're set. You're on the journey. And then you want to figure out, how do I make the most money? Like you, I had Bitcoin to start with. I switched all of my Bitcoin into ETH in 2020 in Ethereum. And so I just owned that, plus some NFTs and a few other bits and pieces, but generally it was that. And then in 2022, at the bottom of the bear market, I started to see the price of Solana seeing like it wanted to outperform Ethereum. Now, Solana, much like your thesis, I saw this massive developer community, passionate retail, and a difference in the technology. Because these are all basically distributed companies that sell block space. So you want to look for attractive block space. Bitcoin, it's the secure one. Ethereum, it's like the world computer, and everybody's building on top of it. Solana, faster, cheaper, feels more friendly, efficient. Yeah, it feels more retail. And I saw that, and the speed of which they can do things and the innovation and the developer community meant that I started switching and then switched all of my ETH outside of my NFTs, where I collect a lot of art, into Solana. And I've now been switching part of my Solana into SUI, S-U-I. And as a disclaimer, I'm actually on the board of the foundation, but it's like the next big chosen one. It's the group that came out of Facebook that built Facebook Libra. So what I'm trying to do is maximize my return. I'm a mercenary around, I'm passionate about this space and what it means, the technology, and how it empowers people, how it can change the third world, how it can change the internet. But I'm also a mercenary for my own capital and for anybody else I can help. Now, it doesn't mean I always get it right. So in your particular circumstance, I would look, you'll probably be fine over time, but you're not maximizing your returns. But do you want to take the risk? Do you have the bandwidth to do that? And these are the questions we were talking about with work. It's the same thing. How much do you want to go down the rabbit hole? How much time do you have to invest versus the expected upside?
I don't have time. I'm spending all my time doing podcasting, building businesses.
And then Just do what you're doing. Unless something says that Ethereum usage is falling off a cliff and developers are leaving entirely, then don't worry about it, right? You're going to be directionally very right. Will you capture the best returns? No, nor will I. Some other rando will get, by luck, something right. But the average person, so I have this thesis that I've tried to help as many people with, this is from my own learnings and watching everybody else fuck it up, is what happens is you're given this incredible asset class, and at first you do an intelligent thing like own some Bitcoin or some ETH. And then you want to go out the risk curve because you see somebody else making more money, you understand you can. That's okay. And then the bull market really hits, the banana zone period, when things go bananas, prices go vertical. And you will see people online saying, well, I made $1 million today because I bought this meme coin. And you will lose your mind and you will start buying all the stupid shit and you'll go so far out the risk curve. And then when the music stops, the stuff you own will be worth nothing. And the more quality tokens will retain their value.
Over time, number go up because people use blockchain technology because the world is more digital than today. And we've barely started the rise. We usually get to 2 standard deviations overboard. Will we get that far or not? I don't know. If it's 2 standard deviations, we're talking $500,000. That sounds a bit too racy to me. Maybe it gets to 1 standard deviation because each cycle is a little more muted than the past. Either way, expect prices to rise from 150 to 450,000 over the course of this cycle, depending how it pans out. Again, no guarantees here, but just to give you an order of magnitude, filming this today, we're at 75,000. Okay, got it. And then finally, the banana zone, just so you can visualize what this means to you and your returns and how the banana zone, how you unfuck yourself with the banana, as those NFTs say that Real Vision's produced, is this. Things go vertical. This is the time not to lose your minds. This is the time not to FOMO in all the stupid shit your friends are making money in. This is the time to just do nothing. You should have already made your allocation. Maybe a bit of Bitcoin, a bit of Solana, a bit of ETH. Maybe you've gone out a bit the risk curve like I have on Sui, which is one of the newer chains that's gaining massive adoption. Or maybe you're playing around a bit in memes. But remember to not fuck this up.
Now, what do you think about Raoul Pal's picks? I think he's been pretty right on with the banana zone. That first clip was from Diary of a CEO, so big shout out to them. They had almost 1 million views on that in 5 days. So yeah, I think a lot of people appreciate what Raoul says, and he has been pretty right on with Solana, even Ethereum and Bitcoin in previous cycles as well. So really appreciate him. Let me know your thoughts on those picks down below in the comment section. Top 4: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Sui, Solana. It sounds like maybe some meme coins. And if you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to Margex. Appreciate you. See you all.